Hello, all my YouTube people. Sorry the videos are a little fewer and farther between. I've just been a little bit busy with my part-timer this week and everything like that. I'm actually doing my fingerprinting for my new job tomorrow at 11. Um, and I was kind of thinking about things, and I was sort of looking at what I'll be making with both jobs, and I think really um, I'll be doing okay, you know. And a lot of my subscribers know that I was kind of in the process, um, right, really right before my wife asked for the divorce, of actually starting a musical instrument company. This company would specialize in building electric guitars and basses out of upcycled or recycled materials. Um, so I've actually kind of been over here this morning um, looking at the equipment for it, and honestly, I can afford, I think I could afford to get a good bit of it in a fairly reasonable amount of time if that's what I wanted to do. So I guess what I'm asking here is, you guys know, most of you know my general attitude about work, and I would be lying if I said I really liked punching someone else's clock. Um, Being a slave to work, not being able to stop when and if I need to, not being able to take a break when I want to, or run off and do errands if I need to. Basically, having to adhere to someone else's schedule is just not something I really enjoy. It's not necessarily the work that gets to me. It is the being a slave to someone else's clock. Um, Now I realize if I did that, it would be a lot of work, and everything. But I can at least like do something else while I'm waiting on the CNC to cut the thing or whatever. Um, there are going to be one or two logistics issues here. A lot of you know my living situation. I am going to have to figure a few things out. But I think I'm pretty good at that stuff, and I think I'll be able to do it. But um, do you guys think I should start my company? I really, really want to. Um, like I said, the most expensive um, the most expensive items are going to be the CNC and the routing sled. Um, and I think if I got those things first, um, and was efficient about how I did things, the other tools and equipment necessary would be something that I could purchase like every couple of weeks, get one. So I think if I did this right, within a year or so, I could probably have most of the equipment I need, maybe even less than that. I'd probably have most of the equipment I need to get the instruments built. Now, I am going to have to get my designs converted to 3D and stuff like that. Um, I'll probably resort to Upwork or Fiverr or something like that to do that. I did train as a graphic artist, but I just haven't maintained my skills well. I'm not saying it's not necessarily something I couldn't refigure out or whatever, but I think that I'm going to be a pretty busy individual because I am going to be working, two jobs, and probably eventually replacing one of them with this company. Um, I don't. I mean, I could try and work both jobs, but you know, I don't want to get to where I can't finish the orders either. Um, and I do also realize that this isn't exactly uh, the best economy to be doing this in. But at the same time, you know, people are still going to pumpkin nights here in Arlington. You know what I mean? It just seems to me like people still have some money to burn. Um, and if people still have some money to burn, then they ought to be able to afford a reasonably priced American made instrument that was, mostly hand built. Um, so I am kind of inclined to try and do it. Almost no one in my private personal life has any faith in me in this regard. Um, Even my other guitarist friends uh, just don't really have faith in me here. But I have a notebook full of designs. A lot of them are very unique. I'm not going to be like making Stratocasters and stuff. Um, but I've been kind of thinking about it, and actually, the routing sled allows you to kind of uh, get rid of a couple of tools, other equipment that you might need. Like you wouldn't really need a planer anymore. You know what I mean? Um, you might even be able to get away with not having a jointer because the routing sled will get the sides flat, so you can then make your side cuts um, on a table saw, and as long as you have everything set level there, you should be able to get it into your CNC and it be accurate enough to cut in that. Um, so I think there's a way I could eliminate some equipment. Um, I think I could function with the CNC, some clamps for gluing, the routing sled, and a table saw, essentially. Um, and if I, you know, the thing is, you might keep telling yourself that you need a joint. I keep telling myself I need a jointer, but the thing is, if I make appropriate size blanks, the CNC that I'm looking at, let me see here, it cuts blanks that are 29 by 32. Um, 29 by 32 by 2. So I I really feel like I could probably just, if I worked in all blanks, I mean, you get a couple necks out of that, a couple of bodies, depending on what you're going to be doing. But I think if I worked it that way, I could probably avoid buying a good number of the equipment that I was thinking I had to buy. I originally priced out all the equipment for this at about $16,000. Um, and I will need some random hand tools like, orbital sanders and stuff like that. Excuse me. Um, I'm sure there's some other equipment that I'm kind of forgetting here, but for the most part, I think I could probably function with minimal equipment here. Now, of course, I currently live in an RV. There are some logistics issues here. I have two cats. Um, I don't want them getting. I don't want to run the CNC in my living room. I mean, I could. I could probably fit the thing in my living area because I pulled out I pulled out the dinette and one of the benches, so if I move their cat tower around a little bit, I could probably get the CNC in my living area and probably run it in there, but it's going to be loud, it's going to make a lot of mess. Um, I'm going to have to kind of figure something out logistically there. Uh, but I think I could probably figure that out. What I should probably look for and try and find and see is if there's like a storage facility that that is shops, small shops uh, instead of just storage. Most storage places don't have the appropriate power to do all this stuff and what have you. Um, but point is, I think that I could probably pick up this equipment within my first year of working. Now I would have to sacrifice probably getting a new car as soon as I want. I would have to. There are some other things I would have to sacrifice. But assuming that I could make money doing this, and I think I could, um, it might be worth it. Um, you know, because I could also do other woodworking projects that people want. I mean, I'll have a CNC. I'll have like I don't know. So what do you guys think? Leave in the comments if you think I should do this. I feel like this is what I was made to do. If I'm honest, I'm very drawn to it. I have a lot of experience working on instruments. Um, I think I have a good number of designs that are very unique. I really feel like this is something I could do. And like I said, if I could minimize like my overheads and my equipment purchases, I think I could get, my instruments down around 1,000 or maybe even under. But I'm curious what you guys think. Just drop a comment. Let me know. Um, you know, Goemon Ronan signing out.